Hi. I really wanted to give some backstory for people who don't really know or understand why we are doing the Camino right now. We are in Spain. We flew in on Sunday morning. This is Thursday. We got to spend 3 days in Portugal just to kind of just have time for Denny and I to be alone and do fun things that we wanted to do and just celebrate being ourselves. And then the next 3 days we knew we were going to be on the Camino. I wanted to experience the Camino. I've heard so much about it and how God comes and how people are searching and they find things that they didn't know they knew what they were looking for. And I just wanted to experience it. Like, what is it like? And today we got to share a lot of things, and on our walk Denny and I got to talk and share things, and then we just both kind of felt like we were just going to walk for a bit, and we plugged in. I was listening to an audiobook that I was finishing that was a beautiful story, and so I think God is in it for sure, and we can't go in with our own expectations of what it's going to look like. Our backstory is we're here because we're directors of a nonprofit called Boldstone, and we had been requested to take our group that is part of Boldstone on a missions trip. And this was just my first thought, was we need to go to the Camino. I don't know why I thought that. I'd heard about it. I've never been here. I've never experienced it, but I just felt like that's going to be a great idea. And now we're walking and we're like, our clientele we can't do the Camino. But I think as we get to the end part, we're going to see where our people will fit in really well. And that's why we're here. It's an exploration. It's a recon to see how this would work with our community, because we really want them to experience something out of their normal, and then we want them to see God show up because they just said yes. And that's really what it's about, right? We just need to say yes to God, and then He directs us. So with that, I want to share a real miracle that happened. We had a prophetic word before we came that angels were just surrounding us. Like, we just had a lot of angels surrounding us. So this morning before we left, we prayed. We got into this little town that we're in. I don't know how little it is, but the little part we've been in. And we went to the address where our luggage was. Well, the weird thing is the address we went to, our luggage was there, but we didn't have a room booked there. So I don't know where the hiccup came in at, but we got our luggage. And then we asked, I showed her my booking.com a reservation, and she goes, oh, that's up the street. So we'd already passed where we were supposed to be. So we toted our luggage up and checked in and got our room, and we just looked at each other like, what if we showed up here first and our luggage wasn't here? How would we know where to go look for our luggage? Because there's hotels everywhere around here. So I just felt like God just led us to that first hotel where our luggage was sitting in plain view. We were like, that's our luggage right there. And she's like, well, but you don't have a reservation here. And I said, it looks like it. We don't. So can we take our luggage? So we took our luggage, and we, like I said, we went and checked into the proper place, and we have our room, we have our luggage, and we just feel like God is really watching out for us. And so when God leads you into something, it's easy to have an expectation of, you know what that means, or you know what's going to happen, or you know what He wants to do. And we really don't. We don't know. We don't know at all.